You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
Every guy that's here is hungry, want to go out there, perform at their best, and, help the team the best way possible, how to win ball games every single day.
That's right. You know these guys. You know what a big day it is. It is opening day. In just a few hours, the San Diego Padres will start the 2025 season against the Atlanta Braves at Petco Park. Thanks for joining us here at 6 a.m. I'm Evan Nurani. Eric and Netta, you see them there live at Petco Park for a preview of all of the action. We're going to be checking in with them in just a moment, but in the meantime, we do want to get a start of the day with your forecast and your top stories. Let's start off with that forecast where, hey, if you're out there at Petco Park, if you're going to be making your way out there by the afternoon, you can expect temperatures to be very mild and comfortable out there. Mid-60s for the most part. We're not expecting temperatures to exceed average by much. But compared to yesterday, where we barely got any of the sun making its way through, we should have some of those clouds breaking apart as we get toward the afternoon. In the meantime, let's get to some of your top headlines. A traffic alert this morning. Right now, power is out to all traffic lights at the intersection of Midway Drive and West Point Loma Boulevard. That is a very busy intersection, especially for the morning commute. So plan ahead if you live or work in that area. As you can see, a driver somehow lost control and crashed into the street lights, knocking them onto the street. The driver was arrested. Police tell us that they don't have an estimated time as to when power will be restored, but they are putting up stop signs to those down traffic lights. And the woman accused of murdering her wife, a CAL FIRE captain, is pleading not guilty. Yolanda Marodi appeared in court virtually from her hospital bed yesterday. The district attorney's office says she received medical treatment after she was arrested in Mexicali this weekend, though it's unclear why she received that medical treatment. Prosecutors say she killed Rebecca Marodi in their Ramona home last month, stabbing her dozens of times. Yolanda faces 25 years to life in prison if she's convicted. And this morning, San Diego leaders are calling on President Donald Trump to reverse course after he signed an executive order to charge a 25% tariff on all foreign-made cars. The goal is to push companies to open more factories in the U.S., but some experts say that consumers can expect to pay a lot more.
This is the beginning of Liberation Day in America.
But I have to ask, liberation for whom? And liberation from what?
This new executive order will go into effect on April 2nd. It comes as another set of 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico will also take effect at the same time. Some economists say that both tariffs could cost the average household up to $2,000 a year. And now we will head things out to Ned and Eric again there at Petco Park for opening day for the San Diego Padres. You two are dressed perfectly. I feel like the weather is nice. The clouds that are with you right now should be breaking apart by the afternoon. And there's a lot of excitement building.
Yes, excitement is building here for sure.
Yeah.
What an amazing ballpark this is. Right. They're out here right now power washing the seats down here.
Every single seat.
Getting everything ready for you.
The treatment that they're giving it.
That's right.
Making sure everything's pristine, gorgeous. We know it's America's finest ballpark because we get to experience this all the time. But now the rest of the country will also get to see how beautiful San Diego is. I love that we get to be on this stage now with baseball starting where they take those wide shots of downtown San Diego, and everywhere around the country, they're like, oh, we should go there.
We should go visit there. We got to go catch a game there when our team plays there. Which, by the way, it's Atlanta that's coming here, Atlanta Braves.
Right.
We faced these guys in the NL Wild Card last year.
And we did good.
And there was a guy named Michael King in Game 1 that struck out 12 of the Braves batters in 7 brilliant innings. Gee, I wonder why they decided to start him today against the Braves here. So it's going to be Michael King versus Chris Sale, which actually had a back injury last year, so we didn't get to see him. He is their ace, so it's going to be King versus Sale on the mound.
Okay, here we go. Yes, that all starts at 1:10 for first pitch, but we know that things get going downtown very soon, which we are going to show you downtown San Diego this morning as well. We also want to talk about CBS 8.
Oh,
now,
this is huge.
So proud to be the over-the-air broadcast home of the San Diego Padres. That means you get to watch the Padres games, 10 of them for free on our station, CBS 8 and the CW. And we can't wait. These are Saturday games. that, so many people always ask us, how do we watch? Where do we go?
Right.
Now you get to come right here. Stay on this channel.
Absolutely.
You'll get your Padres fix.
You walk around, there's, as you know, not a bad seat in the house. Now, there are some seats in the suites that are very nice.
Yes.
CBS 8's Chris Crow is checking that out a little bit. Let's check in with him and see how things are looking. What an experience this is for people. You can spend hours and hours here, go in and out of the suites, check out the game, go shopping a little bit. So much to do and see.
How sweet is this? We're inside of the entertainment suite. Yes, sorry, I know it's a little bit early for the dad puns, but this is where we're at right now. It is 6 o'clock in the morning on opening day. We are all jacked up on coffee and that Padres energy. I want to bring in Kurt Waugh here to talk a little bit about the entertainment suite, because this is an opportunity to not just enjoy the game, but to have an experience. You guys have renovated this a little bit. What are the differences there this year?
Well, one of the biggest differences, we've increased the privacy. We're located inside the team store here, so we have privacy in this space, but we've also reformatted the seating layout to have more dining, more lounge. If you look over here, we have 4 4K Sony televisions with 4 PS5s there, so you can watch the game, play a game all at the same time. And then my favorite feature, we've expanded the deck out here on the patio, but you're basically on left field. You have the exact same view as the left fielder. You're down the left field line, so you can catch a home run ball in this space, a ground rule double, and you might find yourself on TV.
And that's always a really cool incentive. So for folks who are looking at maybe trying to get a suite for a game, or again, maybe a series of games, they got to book these things in advance, right? So what's the availability looking like for an entertainment suite like this, or maybe some of the other ones?
We do have availability left over. If you want to look at this space, you can go to padres.com/suites. You can request more information. We have a team on the sales side that helps you book the space, make sure you have everything you need, make sure the process is smooth and simple.
Yeah. So what went into, I got to ask, because we want the focus to be on the game, right? But there's an opportunity here to come here a little bit early before the game and maybe stay a little bit after. Is that sort of where a lot of maybe the more mingling and again, PS5s at a ballpark play MLB The Show? I mean,
yes.
Jump on the sticks. I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
I want to go get the home run derby right now.
We could fire that up. Let's fire it up.
But I think to your point, like, this is where people hang out. They enjoy it. They have memories and moments with their family, with their friends, and sometimes with their prospects or clients. I mean, that's where we want to do this. Then when you go out there and enjoy the space out during the game, you're part of the action.
Right. Awesome. Well, Kurt, thank you so much for walking us through us here. And real quick before we send things back to the studio, we were mentioning that left field line in that view here. And I know we might get a little bit of reflection. That's why we're going to get a little bit closer here. But you can see here through this garage door, which actually does open up, you can see that we are right here on the foul line. And as Kurt was pointing out, any of those fly balls that come this way, whether they're in or they're out, you have an opportunity to maybe catch one on the ricochet, but obviously catch one of those home run balls. Hopefully it's coming off the bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. or Manny Machado or any of the Padres players. No Braves home runs tomorrow, today. We don't want to see any this weekend.
That's exactly right.
But, of course, we want to know how things are going to be looking outside. So, Evan, we'll send things back to you for a look at our forecast.
Yeah, we hope it's happening several times in any given game that you get the opportunity to grab one of those balls. We are going to be seeing cloud cover hang on this morning for dear life all the way through about 10 and 11 a.m. Plus side for us is that the game doesn't start till 1:10, and that's going to give us ample opportunity to watch as these clouds steadily break apart and give us some afternoon sunshine, something we didn't get as much of as we were going through the afternoon yesterday. Sunrise is at 6:43, sunset at 7:06 p.m., just beyond 12 hours from now. When we look at the wind gust forecast, things are going to get breezy, especially across our local mountains and deserts, up to the 40, maybe 50 mile per hour range. But by the coast and inland, we're closer to 10 to 20 miles per hour. That's going to be something we watch for not only today, but also into tomorrow. Out the door as we speak, temperatures are predominantly in the 50s, 54 in Fallbrook right now and in Escondido, 57 in Oceanside and Carlsbad, 55 in Mira Mesa, and 49 up at Mount Laguna to start off the day. Our rain chances are staying minimal. We don't have any great chance for rain, but what we're going to pick up on day to day between now and the middle of next week is what we saw yesterday, which was that morning cloud cover that condensed, and it was strong enough to give us a little bit of mist and drizzle. It dampened the roads a bit, but wasn't anything too major to consider. When we look at your afternoon highs, we've got mainly mid-60s to expect, some upper 60s for the days ahead. So pretty comfortable and mostly dry next 5 days or so. Let's check in on your drive times outside. Right now, we're not slowing down too much on the 163 northbound or the 8 westbound, but where you can expect some delays, the Coronado Bridge. That's typical for the 6 o'clock hour. A lot of people making their way from downtown into Coronado, so you're down to 25 miles per hour. At the San Ysidro Port of Entry, it's going to be an 80-minute wait this morning. The Otay Mesa Port of Entry is actually going to take you a little bit longer this morning. It's about an hour and a half, so 90 minutes in total.